What's going on, YouTube? Dylan here with the Visor Gret, bringing you Dan Smith yet again with yet another top. Dan, what did you play tonight, dude?
Dark Creation Turbo.
This fucking shit. There's been some chitter about this skill in the SDL, so me and Dan kind of, along with our friend Austin Davis, decided to put our heads together and build some absolutely gnarly shit. So let's jump right into this.
Alright, we play the Dark Creation skill. So this is once per duel during your main phase if you have 5 or more dark monsters in your graveyard with different names.
And control no monsters.
And control no monsters, you can banish 1 dark and special summon 1 dark monster from your graveyard.
Hell yeah. So how are we resolving this card? Because this card seems like an arm and a leg to resolve.
It seems difficult when you first build the deck, but when we get to the breakdown of the deck, you'll see it's mostly coming off Future Fusion.
Or Zunkton's Fusion, as it puts there.
Alright, so let's just jump into the lineup. For starters, for my 3 of, I opted out of everything else except for 3 Cyber Dragons.
Hell yeah.
They're beautiful. I got the dark ones coming.
As always.
Next, I play my favorite card, Deco, as you see in most of my decks. They're just fun, they're dark, they give you a +1, counts towards Dark Creation, because you have to have 5 different names, so why not give you cards that also give you extra cards?
Right.
Next, I play Scout Plane.
Best card in the deck, best card in the format, BDIF.
Honestly, it literally didn't matter, it was just a dark in a machine.
Fair enough. There are implications where if you banish it off creation but you don't kill your opponent, it's just kind of like a recurable fodder.
Yeah, but most of the time when you're resolving Dark Creation, you're
just
mostly
winning the
OTK.
game. Yeah.
Then you play 2 Mixeroid, just because once you dump everything with Future Fusion, this gives you the extra benefit of removing this plus other monsters to summon any of your other fusions. And because I played Mixeroid, the original list did not have another Roid, but I added one, and Submarine Roid, just because for the simple fact it's literally the best Roid outside of Drill Roid.
I know. This is where the list gets a little swanky, so buckle in.
So, as you notice, we have 2 darks so far.
Yeah,
So
we need to load up.
Start incorporating other darks. We play Twin Barrel Dragon. It's a pop if you if you hit both heads. It's a dark machine. Just all around decent. Played Barrel Dragon. It's a level 7. Don't know why, but it was just a dark machine.
The theory behind it was if you somehow end up with Jinzo in hand and you can't find a way to get it on board, then this can be your target for Dark Creation. It's just a 2600 body that you can use to clear things on the field.
Pretty much. Next, we play the 3rd of the roulette, the Blowback Dragon.
Missing every coin toss with this card tonight.
Actually, I've only missed 1 coin toss, and that was round 2.
Against me.
And then for my 1 of, I also play the Jinzo, just because it's a dark, it's a machine, and it allows for the OTK possible.
It was the only reason to play this card was to resolve the OTK.
Literally just to power out Jinzo, just to resolve the OTK.
The whole
just
reason we played the skill was to get Jinzo on the field.
And being able to Future Fusion and power him out was just great. And then for the last name...
Because we ran out of good dark names in the format.
Pretty much.
Good dark machines. It was this... Or what was it? Drillago was the other target that we were talking about. Jesus.
I mean, Drillago could have been good. I mean, I didn't really actually summon this. Like, most of my games I was literally OTKing, so there was very little room for actually playing the game.
Right.
Alright, that rounds up the monsters. Going to spells. We play 3 Future Fusion because this is the way we OTK. So we want to see it as much as possible. This allows me to dump all the machines, feels Dark Creation, and also gives you the pump target for Mixeroid. Play double Allure just because we're playing darks and we want to cycle through our cards to get to Future Fusion. So round 1, I actually did not open Future Fusion, but I opened Allure, played Allure, and plucked the Future Fusion. And that was all she wrote. Next, we play 2 Galaxy Cyclone, just because it's a back row destruction, and you can remove it from grave to blow up a face-up card. Sometimes I have to use this
Destroy
to
on
run
your
Future
Future
Fusion. Next, we play Double Soul Exchange because we play so many tribute monsters. Plus,
In theory, this card's bad in this list because you're trying to OTK, but if you can't find your way to the OTK, this card's insane.
and I actually used this a couple times today, which was nice. And then to round off the spells, we play the 1 Nobleman of Extermination.
Gotta have Dan Spice in this.
So since we're not opting to play any wall of disruptions or floodgates, this is literally a free, like, remove all your opponent's stuff. So that was kind of nice. Going to the traps, we play Triple Wabaku.
Very needed.
Gets us to the 8 OTK possibilities when you don't open up with it.
Or if you're forced to go first.
Going first is the best part of this deck. Because going first allows you to OTK's turn 2. And then to round off the traps, we play the last bit on widespreads.
Hell yeah. So we've talked a lot about this OTK. Can you show us what we're talking about?
So pretty much as long as you open up with Future Fusion, does not matter any other cards. I mean, yeah, it'd be nice to open up Future Fusion and Widespread or Future Fusion and Wabaku just for the simple fact that it buys you that turn or clear the monster out when they summon. But pretty much you just dump literally almost every single machine. Everything in the deck is machine, so you target Chimera Overdragon. Then you dump all this stuff, remove something irrelevant like Scout Plane, special summon Jinzo, then you activate Mixeroid and banish about 8 cards, including the Mixeroid, or if you're feeling froggy, you can banish 10 and get the vehicle to Stealthroid out. Mixeroid is just great, but pretty much if you're playing the slow game, the other fusions come in handy, but for the most part, you're literally summing out Jumbo Drill because between Jumbo Drill and Jinzo, that is enough for a game.
Well, hell yeah. Any shout outs you want to give before we get out of here?
Oh, hold on, we got the side deck and actually.
Oh, shit, you right.
Being all crazy. Being all crazy.
I didn't know if you sided anything in today or not.
I did, actually. So for the extra deck, we play Double Chimera because that is our Future Fusion target. And then for our Mixeroid, we got Steam Gyroid, Negroid Shaman, Jumbo Drill, and Stealth Unit.
Hell yeah.
I think I mostly summoned this. I didn't really summon anything else.
Yeah, probably a good call.
Yeah. And then side deck, we didn't really discuss a side deck for this deck, so I decided to just...
I just figured we were OTKing or we were losing.
Right. So just in case we went against Burn, we play Absorbing Jar, which combos with the pack of Waking the Dragon. Because Waking the Dragon is just good, and there's a lot of back row disruption. Then we play the 1 of Curse Seal, the Forbidden Spell.
So that we can start pitching Sinisters.
Yep. And then last but not least, with Amazons being heavy, Warrior Elimination.
Hell yeah. Any shout outs you want to give tonight?
So I want to give a shout out to the Buyers who gave me this list because he was bored and I altered it just a little bit. And it was really fun. My wife did not like it in the testing last night. But shout out to my wife for actually letting me test the deck with her even though we only played 1 game.
Not even a match. Just
even a match, just 1 game. And she goes, F this, I'm done. And for letting me come out tonight, I enjoy coming out and playing and repping our locals TCG, Tournament City Games. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.